Here. So, the stream should be a little smoother from here on, which is great. We're gonna finish up this quest line, like I said, and then we're gonna go on to the main story. Which right now, Shadow of Morag. I like that it just lets me teleport straight to the planet where it is. Prison Facility Delta 772, part of the Chikari campaign. The root of corruption runs deep in the Rotwang system. It turns out that the governor has been dead for a long time, and the Dark Elder have infiltrated the system and used their human minions as puppets to maintain appearances. This corruption cannot be tolerated, but until the Imperial reinforcements have arrived, I must find and rescue the Lord Commissar. I have found clues that lead to a former prison facility run by the invaders. If Scarherds is alive, he must be there. Okay. I'm so happy I finally figured out how to use the fucking embodied saint form. I think there's actually a feat or the hell, a heroic deed. That's what they're called in this. For actually killing things with the heroic deed form.
You are entering a Dark Elder prison camp. You must be aware that you're going to witness the true depths of depravity these creatures are capable of.
The Emperor's will I carry will illuminate my way with blazing fire.
What happens if the Lord Commissar is dead?
I will avenge him.
Aha, see? So, this level looks just like the one we were in previously. Then again, these are side quests too, so I don't expect every level to be completely new in side quests, as I was saying.
Inquisitor. Just imagine my joy. You did decide to visit my little Palace of Delights. You will be a nice addition to my collection of screaming statues.
I have already disposed one of your fellow flesh-crafting abominations.
Yes, I have heard about that. Am I angry? Not really. He was my second in command in the Covenant. Let me tell you a little secret. Whatever happened to him, he deserved that. But enough of empty threats.
My thoughts exactly.
Whatever happened to him, he deserved that. I do think it takes a little too long to build up the Saint form stuff. He fucked up. He fucked right up. He was having none of this. Alright.
This fallen race has no place in our galaxy.
We should let ourselves regen, as I am down to half health. Well, we took down a whole bunch of monsters there and didn't have to heal at all, so I'm impressed. It looks like my bar is still just filling up, even though I'm not actually doing anything, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I wonder if you can get gear or stuff that proves the amount of faith you build up, because yeah, it's building up rather slow right now. Not the worst, I guess, but...
You really think I feel pain, my dear visitor? Pain is the most exquisite spice in our hollow existence. Pain nourishes our withered souls, keeps us vital and strong, staring off the darkest fate imaginable. But your kind is using pain like a simple, blunt tool.
Hey, you can nourish yourself off my pain all
Such
you want,
waste.
but my leg is fucking on fire.
You are trying very hard want to make me kill you, but I don't want you to die a swift death. What would be the pleasure in that?
I'm ready for my trial of faith.
Oh, our faith bomb is ready, so we're ready to use it next time. Next time we get into a room with him.
Slumber is waiting for you.
Oh, Jesus. Oh shit, there's a lot more down there too. Rack Raider. That's an interesting name. So yeah, so far I actually am really enjoying this game. I don't normally just find enjoyment from doing side quests in games. I will find enjoyment if I like the game in particular, but a lot of the time I kind of want to focus the main story. But this game I kind of haven't had a real super desire to. Like the side quests have been really interesting. Don't get me wrong though, I actually do really want to get into the main story because we have not progressed that for a little while. I would just sing some Incubus song, but I don't think I know any Incubus songs, so at least not just to be able to sing them from straight from my memory. Hell, I like bands like Sum 41 and Simple Plan and Blink 182 and all of that growing up, but very few of them I can actually really remember any of the lyrics to their songs. Like Sum 41 I can remember pretty well. I don't know. There's a few Blink 182 songs I can remember really well, like Family Reunion. That song I can remember.
Lord Commissar, you are alive.
My anger and my stubbornness kept me alive. Inquisitor, you should prepare for an ambush.
Of course. Alright, and body at the same time. So the thing I need to remember is that inside of embodied state form, I don't have shields, so I gotta be ready to deal with that.
Are you all right?
As soon as I have a chance to bash some Xenos' heads, I will be right as the rain.
What happened?
I was captured in the governor's palace. Never saw him coming. These creatures are crafty mongrels, I'll give them that.
I couldn't agree more.
They killed my men but brought me here. Turns out my soul is as strong as steel. I should take it as a compliment, I suppose. And they need strong people for the process. That's how they call it. We are all catalysts, whatever that means.
They are
Catalysts.
building infernal machines here, and I have unfinished business with the monster in command here.
That disgusting old creature has a laboratory here. I don't have fond memories of the place. You will probably find him there.
I'm on my way. I cannot allow him to escape. Stay here until my retinue arrives.
I'd rather find a weapon, if you don't mind, and see what I can do to these monsters until then. Good luck, Inquisitor.
Alright. We don't have any more faith built up, but that's okay. We might get it in this next area. Take these out of here. you stop? Like, sometimes she just stops casting when they spin the wind. I don't get it. Like, did you just, like, slightly tip your toe over a crack in the floor, and now you're like, oh shit. I just realized that my spin the wind is basically just Reaper crap. Die, die, die! You know, this is actually surprisingly good at avoiding Reaper ults. It's pretty good at telling when people are going to like just drop a Reaper's going to teleport away and jump in and try to ult them. I'm going to go over here first because the game kind of wants me to go over there. So. We'll give a chance for my stuff to replenish. For me to pick up a medical syringe here. And medical supplies. Hey! Cool, cool, cool. Eat the homunculus. What is going on with that thing's head?
I'm so disappointed in you, Inquisitor. You destroyed my playthings and made a huge mess of this place.
And now I have the cheek to destroy you as well.
You also set back my research considerably. Therefore, I've decided to kill you after all.
The Emperor's wrath is found.
That is unfortunate. I was just getting accustomed to this body.
Murder. I'm afraid this Webway gate is the only clue left. Any ideas, Tech Priest?
The Eldari Webway is way too complex to survey by conventional ways.
And what about unconventional ways?
Etheric triangulation may be a suitable method to locate matching warp patterns in a very limited range.
Do your best, Tech Priest. If there are any other Drakari forces left in the system, I must find them.
We did it, team. We did it, team. You go over there and are insta-killed because the game did not want you to go over there. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy. How's it going? How's work treating you today? How's your back treating you today? I didn't level up. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's go use this. Drop this off. Okay. Still not better when I'm using it. Also. Slightly better in terms of quality, but I'm gonna keep what I have. Plus 2's not a big enough reason to get rid of it. Incredibly sore. You picked up one of the rainstorms, kiwi and green apple flavor. I'll need to check out if they got those up at the store, because they looked like they had interesting flavors. How you like it? See, this here is a +10 upgrade versus what we have. And I get 18 HP on crit and 44% HP on critical hit, 19 HP when you get kill something, and 31% bonus damage for assault leap, which I actually use assault leap quite a bit, so that works out. Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Analysis of the warp signatures recorded at the portal is now complete.
And where does the portal lead?
To an inconceivably complex, constantly changing extra-dimensional labyrinth that even our blessed technology is unable to explore.
You don't say. For a second there, I thought you were describing the Webway.
Voice analysis detected traces of sarcasm. Shall I activate the sociolinguistic subroutine?
That won't be necessary. So where's the other exit?
Correction. There is an almost infinite number of other exits. Assumption. You want me to narrow the range parameter to the Rotwang system. There is one exit.
I want the coordinates now. We need to get there as soon as possible.
Yes, that's right, guys. We are in the Rotwang sector. Good. Not as sweet as other rain drinks, but I guess that's good for people that don't want a sweet drink. Yes, we are in the Rotwang district, which is hilarious. Okay. I'm just gonna have eggs. Artisans of Suffering. My hunch has proven to be correct. I've managed to rescue the Lord Commissar from the Dark Elder. Rotwang will be cleansed of their taints. They have to know. But that's not enough. They must pay in blood for this incursion. My tech priests traced the location of a well-hidden Dark Eldar base. With a surprise attack, I might be able to exterminate their leader and cut out this rot once and for all. We'd have to ask Duz, he knows. Duz, if they need to be cleansed of their taint, is it a feminine taint? But yeah, I'm sorry your back's not feeling good. I share that pain. But the chiropractor was able to narrow down to exactly which disc of mine is injured. We got some exercises that are specifically designed for working with that disc, which is also super.
Tech Priest, your calculations were correct. This must be the last remaining Drakari hideout in the Rotwang system.
The calculations are always correct. Usually missing data corrupts the equation. Suggested course of action. Initiate purgation protocols.
This is the Viper's Nest. I might need some reinforcements if the situation gets out of control. Tell my men to stand by.
Problems because of dues and problems because of Piamet. Yep, you can say that.
Reveal's tape must be purified.
Nature versus nature. A very, yeah. That's accurate. Oh, Jeremy, I don't know if you saw it, but I figured out, finally, how to use Embodied Saints form. I don't know what it was, I just pressed L3. It doesn't show it anywhere in the game that I can see. Maybe it does, and I just missed it. But, I pressed L3 before and it didn't work, so maybe I just didn't have full faith, and I thought I did? Either way, though, Embodied Saints form is fucking disgusting. It does have a weakness to not having a lot of shields. But damage-wise, holy crap. Yeah, so when I got to see the chiropractor, they narrowed down exactly what the issue was, like where the disc is herniated. And we got some stretches that are designed specifically for them. My back hurts. Did PMS stress you out, or is it dude's jeans? Yeah.
It's the human beast. We should leave, Archon.
Don't be a fool. Without the paint sculptor, we stay and fight. Activate the Demented.
Why does his voice sound like that? Anyway,
Something is bothering me loose. This cobble is clearly losing vitality. Why are they staying? What am I missing?
These creatures are very consistent, even in their cruelty. Their cabals are waging constant battles amongst themselves, and the punishment for failure is worse than death.
They must be protecting something very important here.
That would be my guess as well.
The moment of retribution is here.
the exact question is yes. Anyway, so we went there and she asked if I had ever had acupuncture before, and I'm like, nah. And she's like, would you? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. She's like, oh, you're very quick to agree. Most people are reluctant, and I'm like, I've never had it before. You're specifically trained in it, so let's give it a go. It's 86% of your daily recommended of chromium. Fuck. I'm always measuring my intake of chromium, so that's very good that they put it on the ball. I was unaware that there was some recommended about me. Me too, dude. Yeah, so we tried acupuncture, and it was funny because she put them along the right side of the disc, and she also put some around the left side of the disc. And I was like, she's like, now we're gonna electrocute them. I'm like, okay, sure. Why not? And she's like, don't worry, it's just gonna feel like somebody's tapping you. And I'm like, oh, okay. And sure enough, that's all it felt like, was somebody going tap, 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 tap. I had to cleanse the taint from my back. Yeah. And then I mentioned to her that I actually couldn't feel anything on the left side. She's like, oh, okay, let's just turn that up. And when she turned up the electricity, I didn't feel like pain or anything, but my muscles, I felt them rippling in response to each electric pulse. It was really cool. He's stimulating. Yeah. Have you ever gotten acupuncture?
There will be no mercy.
It was a first for me, and I knew I should do it. How about you, Insane? Have you been to a chiro before? You just like playing with electricity? Like electricity play? You put on the nipple clamps and electrocute them? Back to work! No! Well, on the bright side, I may have found a way to sleep without too much pain, so... Always a win. Most nipple clamps are coated and don't conduct well. Yeah, but what about the ones that you got that one?
That must be the fabled Demented. A fitting name for a creation of an insane mind.
Alright. This is gonna be fun.
The Dark Elder are so keen on preserving.
Didn't stand a chance.
Sensors indicate an inner chamber in your vicinity. Proceed cautiously.
Cautiously. Alright. Dude's in a chest, in a cage in his own lab.
What has happened to you, creature? Did you fall from grace?
I am not afraid to admit that I require your assistance, even if you are a member of an inferior race.
Why is he in jail with a gun?
I am Malach, and you should know that I am the genius who conceived the prototype for the mighty pain catalysts.
That would be enough reason to kill you right here.
A short-sighted but ultimately understandable sentiment. My work was understandably desired by many, and the cabal of the Jagged Maze sent a coterie of dissonance to kidnap me. They rocked me up and tortured me, until I built them the first pain catalysts.
I thought your kind wasn't bothered by pain.
There is a mild discomfort. However, they started to take away things from me. Memories, abilities, organs, and they destroyed my invaluable bestiary. It contained the most extraordinary specimen. For that, they deserve all the suffering in this bleak universe.
Tell me, why should I care?
We have common enemies. Inquisitor. Let me through the Webway gate and my coven, the prophets of flesh, will do anything in our power to destroy the Jagged Maze.
They have been wiped out from these systems.
You are a fool if you believe that you've seen the last of them. But you are not a fool, are you? But their defeat and humiliation undermines their positions. There is nothing more dangerous in our society than any sign of weakness. Let me exist, and I will be the herald of their failure.
Okay, guys, we got a choice here. You are the enemy of my enemy, which won't make you my ally. We share some common interests. If you can truly harm the Cabal of the Jagged Maze, I will let you go, even if I find the idea of revolting. Or, I say that you and the entire Jakari race are a pest upon this universe. You were a prisoner here, and you still are the same sadistic, deranged monster as your keepers. You must perish. What do you think? Should we go with the Puritan decision or the radical decision? Should we let this fuck go and let him lead us to the other ones to kill them? Or just wipe them out and kill the others as we find them? Well, both sides, both ways lead to genocide in some form. Okay, so this one here, if we let him go, he'll lead us to the others where we will kill them. Or, if we kill him, we might find the others, we might not. So what are you thinking? Help me out here, stream. So let them go so we can wipe them out? Because Because this one here is, he dies, but it's not necessarily going to lead to a genocide. This one almost essentially does, unless he double crosses us. But given how their society works, chances are he's not going to double cross us because they already think he's a failure and want him dead anyway. Gotta go for the guarantee side. All right.
Mission complete. I'm heading back to the ship now.
Have you successfully eradicated the Xenox threat?
For the moment, I have dealt a mighty blow to one of their despicable cobbles. And these worlds are safe for now. But I'm afraid that this is not the end. Far from it.
Okay. There you go. So he should lead us to some more eventually, if they choose to do anything with that. Thane's ruthless, though. He wants to see them wiped out. Okay. Ooh, passive skill point. During my investigation, I learned that the ruling imperial aristocracy of the Rotwang system has been manipulated by the Jakari, mostly by administering psychoactive substances. So what we've seen leading up to this point. The Dark Eldar have been transporting human slaves to Komarog by the millions, and the Cabal of the Jagged Maze use a captured homunculus to create the pain catalysts they use to harvest human suffering. By breaking their hold on the subsector, my investigation is complete, and surely both the Cabal and the Coterie of Dissonance will face serious repercussions in their dark city, where even the first sign of weakness marks anyone as prey.
Inquisitor, you have an urgent message from the Caligari Conclave.
It's been a while. I was starting to wonder if they had forgotten about me.
Inquisitor, the Conclave is requesting your assistance in an urgent matter. We have lost contact with the sacred archives of the Ranielli Navigator House. They are our first and foremost source of information in the sector about warp surges, shipping routes, and star systems. Reports indicate that their headquarters was struck by an ambush by Chaos forces. The data vaults of their headquarters store confidential information that cannot be allowed to get into wrong hands. The Ranielli House asked us to intervene on their behalf. We need you to find out what happened there and secure the archives by any means necessary.
Okay, we're not going to be doing that because we gotta go on with the main story. However, I did get another. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's put that on. There we go. Hopefully the same as what I'm using, I guess. It has more max suppression, so I'll put that on. Yeah, I know, Mira. Sitting there just going, blur. Okay, let's sell what we got, put our now points, and then. Okay, our character sheet. Do we have any points? No, we don't have any of those points. Okay. We do have a passive to put in. Okay. There we go. We'll do that. The next point we're going to put in either heat resistance or warp resistance. I'm thinking heat resistance because we run into that a little more often. Yeah. And here we're going to put a point into probably this one. Okay. Let's take a break, guys. Come back and kick some more butt.